Hey, are you ready for some hunting on the Tommy Wilcox Show?
Cause you can't stalk us out and you can't make us run, cause we're them old boys raised on shotgun. We say grace, we say ma'am, if you ain't into that, we don't give a damn. We're from North California and South Alabama and little towns all around this land. We can skin a buck and run a trot line, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive.
Tommy Wilcox Outdoors is brought to you by ThinkStream, the future of criminal justice, and by Veracosity Vein Center. Live your best life. Game Face Calls. When you go to the woods, you better bring your game face. One Shot Archery, your one-stop bow and gun shop. Promotional consideration provided by Silly Realty, traditional values for today's living. And music is courtesy of country legend Hank Williams Jr.
Hey folks, welcome to today's show. We're up at Lake Burton in Georgia. I have founder of Veracosity Vein Center and a sponsor of Tommy Wilcox Outdoors, Dwayne Ranneman. Doc, thanks so much for letting us come up here to Lake Burton with you.
Well, it's my favorite place in the world, and it's great to have you up here.
Well, what got you hooked on Lake Burton?
Well, many years ago, back in 1991, when I was at Emory University doing cardiac surgery, came up here with Joe Craver. He's a cardiac surgeon at Emory, and he introduced me to this lake, and he had a bunch of the cardiac fellows up here, and I thought it was the most beautiful lake I'd ever seen.
It is beautiful.
And so after I got through, I actually got married, and we bought a house up here in Charlie Mountain overlooking the lake, and raised 4 children coming up here in the summertime. And I really don't have a favorite season. Winter, fall, spring, it's all beautiful up here.
To come up here. Now you're in Birmingham, and you run Veracosity Vein Center. Tell our people a little bit about what that is that y'all do.
Sure. Well, we help people every day who've been suffering with really problems with their veins. And most people, when they think of venous disease or vein disease, they think cosmetic. But in reality, when those valves in the veins are not working properly, it leads to an elevated blood pressure in their venous system. Yes, they do get the bulging veins, but they also have pain and swelling and cramps and restless legs, sometimes skin changes, darkening of the skin, even skin breakdown and ulcer formation. And so at Veracosity Vein Center, we have these truly minimal invasive procedures, 15 to 20 minutes, local anesthetic, no sedation. It's a catheter-based procedure which we do in the office, and just really relieves all of their symptoms. About a third of our patients leave our office, go right back to work. Others go out to eat, shopping. We've had them walk up to 8 miles a day of surgery. It doesn't really stop any of their lifestyles.
Yeah.
So it's really remarkable.
And I know there's like 45 million Americans that have venous disease, and only about 3% is being treated. So there's a lot of people still out there hurting and don't even realize there's help out there for them.
There sure are. Affects about 25% of all women, 15% of all men. And really one of the most amazing things is that most doctors really don't know much about venous disease. It's really not talked about much in med school or residency programs. But the good news is that there are treatments for these individuals who've really been suffering for decades with this problem.
Well, if y'all interested, if you a fisherman or a hunter, because hunting season's coming in, and people, sit for long periods of time, and if you stand for long periods of time, that'll all.
We had a patient last year. He was hunting, deer hunting in Mississippi, and was in a tree stand. Came back, had blood clots in his legs. So we were able to help him subsequently, but it's best to get it treated before you have complications.
Yeah, prolonged sitting, prolonged standing, those are all markers.
Definitely.
Along with if you've had kids or not.
That's right.
Parents.
Yeah. Genetics
can't get away from genetics, can we?
You have to choose your parents very carefully.
Well, we're going to fish today. We'll have Steve Mott with us. Wes Carlton is going to guide us on Lake Burton. Wes worked with me when we took Coach Nick Saban fishing here. And we've got Dr. Kennard Adams and Jimmy Horton. They're going to come join us. We'll do a little fishing, a little golfing.
That sounds good.
And hopefully we'll reach some patients out there in need of help. They can call Veracosity Vein Center right there in Birmingham on Montgomery, 592-1800.
That's right.
205-592-1800, and give them a call. And if you're hurting, Doc can take care of that for you.
Definitely.
All right, well, let's go take care of the fishing. That's what
you.
I'm here to do.
All right, sounds good.
Hey,
Appreciate
thanks.
it.
All
Thank
right.
you, sir.
Fish on, Wilcox.
Oh, yeah.
Fish on. Y'all get the net?
All right.
All right, man. First victim.
fish of the morning.
First victim.
Got it?
Yeah. Looks kind of like Tommy.
All right.
Good job, Steve-O.
All right. I'm gonna turn him around. You ready?
Yeah.
There you go, buddy.
We got one, Tommy. All right.
Come on up.
Got a net.
Oh, that's a nice
All right.
one, Doc. Nice.
What you got?
Whoa. All right.
Yes, sir.
That's a nice one, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice little fish.
That's a nice little... Nice hybrid. Little spot.
All right. Pretty sweet, huh?
That's what we're up here for right there.
I like that. All right.
Yeah, he's just...
That is a beautiful, beautiful fish.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind. Hey, I'm catching these fish like they're going out of style. I'm drinking this homemade wine.
Moundville Feed and Seed prides themselves in putting their customers first. They carry a complete line of wildlife products and feed and seed. They offer bulk and bagged fertilizers, as well as bulk and bagged feeds. Their prices are always competitive, and the service is suited to meet the demands of their customers. They offer custom spreading, grain drill, and buggy rentals. And when it comes to having the best fields around, they are the wildlife specialist. Moundville Feed and Seed. Come see them today. Southern Oaks Landscaping is an insured and state licensed company that provides you with your total landscaping needs for your home or business. Southern Oaks provides services such as design and landscaping installation, sod and irrigation installation, mulching, lot clearing, and drainage systems. We also provide full service lawn care, which includes turf, trees, and shrubs. Call Hunter Duncan for a free consultation at 205-523-3231. Southern Oaks Landscaping. Talladega County Exchange has 4 locations to serve hunters and farmers: Talladega, Midstate Co-op in Columbiana, and St. Clair Farmers Co-op in Pell City and Asheville. We have a huge selection of hunting supplies as well as feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. Our Pell City store is a certified Hoyt dealer and archery center, while Columbiana has a full-line small engine repair shop. So come by our quality co-op stores today and check out our down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did.
Do you suffer from any of the following? Leg pain and swelling, leg cramps, restless legs, blood clots, varicose veins, spider veins, or leg ulcers? If so, you may be one of 45 million Americans that suffer from venous disease. To learn how this chronic and progressive disease can be treated with minimally invasive techniques by a leader in the field, call the Varicosity Vein Center today at 205-592-1800. 205-592-1800.
Finishing my weekend to-do list.
Not having a weekend to-do list?
Being treated like a member. Not a number. Do I look like a number?
Starting something new. Staying on top of what's new. Coming home at the end of the day.
And loving where I live.
Seeing a smile on somebody's face and knowing I made it happen.
What makes you feel good? Alabama Credit Union. Feel good about your money.
Hey folks, welcome back to Tommy Wilcox Outdoors. We're up here on Lake Burton. I got Wes Colton with me, who's a fishing guide here on Lake Burton. Wes, tell us a little bit about Lake Burton.
Lake Burton's a man-made lake, and it's very, very clear northern North Georgia lake. It's approximately 80 to 100 feet deep, and it's full of fish.
What type of species of fish?
We have anywhere from the black bass species to hybrid bass, white bass, brown trout, rainbow trout, and walleye.
Man.
To name a few.
So hopefully we'll get into a few of them today.
I hope so.
It's also home to a lot of big name people too, so it's great fishing, great view. I mean, there's a great view out here, and if you'd like to come up here and fish on Lake Burton, give Wes a call. Wes, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
You can go to my website, which is georgialakefishing.com, or they can call me on my cell at 770-318-9777.
Well, man, again, we appreciate you helping us here today.
Absolutely.
And y'all give Wes a call, and let's go see if you can put us on some more fish.
Let's go.
All right, man.
Steve-O. Another fish. Come on, baby. All right. Let me get him in here for you.
You got him?
Yeah, here we go. On this side of me. Right here.
No, you pull him in.
There we go. Another nice one. Breakfast. Breakfast of champions.
He's still there.
There you go.
All right, here we go. He's coming to life now.
We're gonna kill ourselves on this.
You all right? A little bit smaller.
I keep finding it.
All right, here it comes. There he is. I think I'll just release him so you can catch the same one
There were
over.
two of them chasing.
All right, look at here.
That's a nice fish.
Look at here. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
You might have just beat Steve.
I think, look at that.
Wow.
Woo!
No, Steve's still on the board.
Oh, is it? Chuck.
There you go.
Give me a break, Wilcox.
All right,
Got him?
got him.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Isn't that beautiful?
That is.
Up
that
here
is
in Lake
great.
Burton, catching some spotted bass, spots.
Got a mouth as big as Wilcox.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Woo! I like that.
That might be a large mouth.
Here he goes.
All right, I'll come bring him to you.
All right.
This is Wilcox getting on the board.
Well,
Getting on the board.
well, you know how it is.
Sweet.
Up here at Lake Burton, up here in Georgia. Us Alabama boys come up here to show these Georgia boys how it's done. Now, this is not as big as the one Dr. Randleman caught or Steve, but they're my guests today, so I might pick it up a little bit here toward the end. Nice little, he swallowed this thing. All right, while we get the hook out of him, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back at Lake Burton in Georgia. Y'all stay with us.
My friends all call me Superman. I never let nobody get an upper hand. Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do. 'Cause the man of steel.
What you got?
You gotta hide it. You got an alligator.
Whoa, Stevie.
God, man. If he pulls me in the water, turn the camera off.
Come on, get that little thing in. Get that little thing in, Stevie.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
There we go. Woo.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh,
Eddie.
come on, Steve-O. Show him to the camera, man.
Man, he weighs about 500 pounds.
Oh, yeah, man. That's nice, man.
Let's see.
What you think about this Lake Burton
I love it.
fishing up
Spotted
here? Isn't it
bass.
beautiful?
Beautiful.
Turn him sideways a little bit. There you go.
Get some of the sun on him.
Look how pretty he is.
Beautiful fish. Look at him gasping for air. At least like you walking up the steps, Wilcox.
Oh, whoa.
There you go. One quick.
Weighing him in.
Oh,
Right on 5 pounds.
5
you go.
pounds?
5 pounds.
Man, that's a nice
They're very
bass.
Is
dense.
that what y'all catch mostly up here, Wes?
That's mostly what we catch here. We have largemouth, but these are more prominent than largemouth. Pretty fish. You got it?
Beautiful.
5 pounder, Steve. You leading
Leading today.
the day so far.
Whoever loses buys the horseshoes. Crackers.
Now don't get cocky.
I'm not.
You okay, Dwayne?
Says record, yeah. All right. Yes, that's good. Don't let him pull you in, Tommy.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be trouble.
Nah, he ain't big deal.
Good job, Tommy. That's another good one.
Roof of the mouth. Up top, Steve.
Rufus?
That's how you're supposed to stick them, son. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back from you. Lake Burton spots. Gotta love it, man. Wes Colton guiding. And old Dwayne's running the camera. Gotta love it, man. All right, let's get him back to life. All right, Doc, we're gonna put him back and let him get bigger.
You was born hog wild. So I traveled all over this land. And I found myself a backwoods band. You can hear us play for a country mile. Everybody knows that we're hog wild.
Moundville Feed and Seed prides themselves in putting their customers first. They carry a complete line of wildlife products and feed and seed. They offer bulk and bagged fertilizers, as well as bulk and bagged feeds. Their prices are always competitive, and the service is suited to meet the demands of their customers. They offer custom spreading, grain drill, and buggy rentals. And when it comes to having the best fields around, they are the wildlife specialist. Moundville Feed and Seed. Come see them today. It's fall and football is in the air, and it's time to move cooking outdoors to the tailgate or the patio. And serious outdoor chefs know they can get just what they need at Sanford Restaurant Equipment. Sanford stocks everything from sapphire ceramic grills, outdoor propane and electric fryers, and professional cookware to chafers, serving pieces, bar supplies, and cooking utensils, and all at wholesale prices. Put your outdoor kitchen kit together now at West Alabama's only locally family-owned restaurant supply, Sanford Restaurant Equipment, 3rd Street in Northport. Talladega County Exchange has 4 locations to serve hunters and farmers: Talladega, Midstate Co-op in Columbiana, and St. Clair Farmers Co-op in Pell City and Asheville. We have a huge selection of hunting supplies as well as feed, seed, fertilizer, and chemicals. Our Pell City store is a certified Hoyt dealer and archery center, while Columbiana has a full-line small engine repair shop. So come by our quality co-op stores today and check out our down-to-earth values. You'll be glad you did.
Do you suffer from any of the following? Leg pain and swelling, leg cramps, restless legs, blood clots, varicose veins, spider veins, or leg ulcers? If so, you may be one of 45 million Americans that suffer from venous disease. To learn how this chronic and progressive disease can be treated with minimally invasive techniques by a leader in the field, call the Varicosity Vein Center today at 205-592-1800. 205-592-1800.
Finishing my weekend to-do list.
Not having a weekend to-do list?
Being treated like a member. Not a number. Do I look like a number?
Starting something new. Staying on top of what's new. Coming home at the end of the day.
And loving where I live.
Seeing a smile on somebody's face and knowing I made it happen.
What makes you feel good? Alabama Credit Union. Feel good about your money.
Dust down Lonesome Road one full moon Friday night. The county sheriff and old man Jones had a feeling that it wasn't right. So they followed a beer can trail and it took them to the riverbank. Now there was girls and guys and four-wheel drives and 500 watts of Hank on you. Well, that sheriff was packing a 44. He shot it up in the air. He said, "Your own private property, people better move it on out of him." Then a blue-eyed cutie with a wiggly walk come sliding up next to him. Said, "There ain't no way that you're getting us out, so you might as well come on in." She said, "It's Friday night in Dixie, time to have some fun. Anything goes to the rooster crows and to see that southern sun. Gonna party down to that country sound, you know what I'm talking about. It's Friday night in Dixie, can't hold it in, let it all hang out." Well, the sheriff searched all the pickup trucks to see what he could find. Some shotgun shells, an old buck knife, and a mason jar of shine. Then Billy jumped up from the back of the truck and said, "Sheriff, I do confess, well, I stole that jar from old man Jones, 'cause I heard that he made the best." The sheriff put down his pistol, looked over at old man Jones, said, "It's up to you what you want to do, lock him up or leave him alone." Well, that old man said, "I sure have done my share of raising hell, and I ain't too old to raise it with y'all." Then he let out a rebel yell. He said, "It's Friday night in Dixie, time to have some fun. Anything goes to the rooster crows and to see that southern sun. Gonna party down to that country sound, you know what I'm talking about. It's Friday night in Dixie, can't hold it in. Come on, let it all hang out. Well, it's Friday night in Dixie, gonna have some fun. 'Cause anything goes to the rooster crows and we feel that southern sun. Gonna party down to that country sound, you know what I'm talking about. It's Friday night in Dixie, can't hold it in, let it all hang out. Yeah, let it all hang out. Well, I'm talking all night long. Way down in Dixie all night long.
I want to thank Dr. Dwayne Randleman of Veracity Vein Center and Steve Mott for a great trip up to Lake Burton. I also like to thank Dr. Kennard Adams and Jimmy Horton. We had a great time golfing and fishing. Folks, if you want to find out more about where we're going or where we've been, videos, pictures, or merchandise, please go to TommyWilcox.com. All right, that'll do it, folks. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Gassed up, loaded down, trucking on from town to town. Guns, bows, and a tackle box. Here come Tommy Wilcox. Hitting the water, hitting the woods. That Bama boy sure got it good. Always having too much fun. Lordy, don't y'all wanna come get your some? Yeah, come get your some. From hogs down in Alabama to redfish in Louisiana, great white north, monster bucks, Arkansas, greenhead ducks, coaches from the SEC, country boys like Hank and me, bass, brim, dove, quail, long